University of Missouri Healthcare knows you've got better places to be than in a hospital. That's where our world-class technology and highly skilled medical team come in. We get you home sooner. That's important to you and those who wait for you.
Rufus, guess who's
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends. This is Tuesday, it's October the 18th, and we got two topics today, healthy steps and rock away for hunger. Not rocking in the rocking chair, but rock music, right? Let's start, first of all, with Victoria Day. Good to have you here, Victoria.
So good to be here.
Yeah. Now, you're representing Healthy Steps. What is Healthy Steps?
Well, the full name of Healthy Steps is Healthy Steps Moving You to Better Health with the Lebed Method. And there might be
With the what?
The Lebed Method.
The Lebed Method.
And that was what it was originally called 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be folks around, especially breast cancer survivors, who recognize it by the old name, which was the Lebed Method.
Yeah.
But about 10 years ago, they changed it to Healthy Steps.
So what do you do with Healthy Steps?
Healthy Steps is a medically based therapeutic movement and exercise program. And it was originally designed for people who had survived breast cancer or had developed lymphedema, which is a condition that can happen if you've had lymphatic damage, if you've had lymph node damage, where you actually get swelling in the body. And so this was developed by a dancer and her two brothers who were both doctors. And they took what some people might recognize as traditional dance moves, and they applied physical therapy and medical concepts, and they created an entire, basically sort of a lifestyle movement program.
So instead of just doing physical therapy, which some people may find boring or a chore,
it's fun.
You take this chore that you need to do, and you have fun doing it.
We choreograph it and we put it to really fun music.
Now, is it only for women, or can men?
Nope. It's for anyone over the age of 18. It's slow and sustained, so it's really developed for anyone who has some movement limitation due to a chronic illness of a wide range. It's not just for cancer, for people with Parkinson's or fibromyalgia, MS. I have one client who had a stroke, and he came because it really helped with his balance, relearning his balance. Somebody who has had an injury, someone who's had surgery, and maybe they were really active before, but they need a much slower paced program. And so it's for really, I am in health, but when I do the Healthy Steps program, I feel better. It's basically, I offer it an hour a week. It's a class through the Health Connections on Thursday evening at 6:30.
So you're over at the Health Connection. And when somebody comes in to this class, are they going to get one-on-one?
Nope, it's always done in group, because
it's a whole group.
actually part of the Healthy Steps idea is that when you're recovering from any sort of illness or injury, that what you really need is a social group of people who understand what you might have been going through.
Yeah.
So a piece of Healthy Steps is doing it as a group. Another piece is everything we do is done slowly. It's done sustained, so there's no jerky movement. So we'll dance to songs like Motown. In the last session, we did some Bette Midler, Mambo Italiano. We did some Michael Jackson. But where a younger person or a really vivacious person might dance this way, we dance more. We dance at this pace.
Okay.
So we never go fast.
Yeah.
Everything can be done standing or seated.
Yeah.
So
if people want more information, what can they do?
They can give me a call at 573-447-0220. That's really the easiest way. I also have a web calendar at Embodiment LLC.
Okay. Or can they just go down to the Health Connection and?
Yes, they can.
Your next class at the Health Connection is when?
It's a 5-week session. It starts October 20th.
Okay. All right. So actually, it's going to start 2 days from today.
Right.
2 days
and
from
actually,
today.
And I'm giving a special deal to anyone who calls me and says, that they heard about this class
Okay.
on Paul Pepper.
All right, so go to the Health Connection and be a part of Healthy Steps. Good to have you here, Victoria.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure meeting you. Now, I turn to a guy over here who's going to talk about Rockaway for Hunger, and he's talking about music. This is Stephen Schlarman.
That's right.
Good to have you here, Stephen.
That's great.
So what are you doing with Rockaway for Hunger?
Rockaway Hunger is a nonprofit project that I started back in high school when I was in St. Louis. It started out as my Eagle project to earn my Eagle rank.
Oh, for Boy Scouts.
That's right. I didn't want to do the normal build a picnic table for a park type thing that most Eagle Scouts try to do. So instead,
That's what all Eagle Scouts do?
That's what they do nowadays.
Okay.
But instead, I tried to bring on, do you know the Scouting for Food program?
Uh-huh.
That was also started in St. Louis, and I tried to do something similar to it by using a benefit show to bring in cans of food for the food bank.
Okay.
So
you're having Rockaway Hunger when?
That's right. It is tomorrow night, Wednesday, October 19th.
Well, you're right on the ball there.
That's right.
Wednesday, October the 19th. Where's it going to be?
It's going to be at Mojo's at 8 o'clock. That's when the show starts.
Now, do you have a rock band yourself?
No, I went away from the rock band kind of thing back in high school. It's just the way
you did. You did play in a rock band.
I did do the rock band scene. That's one of the reasons why I really wanted to bring music into trying to help out the food bank.
Okay, so how is it going to work then? You just show up at Mojo's?
Yeah, you just show up at Mojo's. The donation that's encouraged is $5 just to be a part of the mission, or you can bring 5 cans of food as a donation as well. We'll have the bins ready for the food bank to be shipped off and ready to go. But it's 3 bands, 3 local bands, all ready to play.
Who are they? Do you know off the top of your head?
Yes, the first band is going to be the Gold Bugs.
The Gold Bugs.
Yep.
Okay.
The second band is called the Madison Letter, and they're from St. Louis. Is a good buddy of mine from high school. He's been touring around Missouri and Indiana, and it's been great. And the third band is the Dorians.
The Dorians?
Yes.
Okay. I thought perhaps John Henry was going to be in there at one point. You know who he is?
Yes, I do know who he is.
Okay, yeah, he was on our Pepper and Friends show
Yes.
many times over the year. But anyway, it is tomorrow, and hopefully you'll raise a lot of cash, or you'll end up with a lot of canned goods for the food bank. Do you have any goal as to how much money or how many?
Right now, my goal, since I'm just starting out in Columbia after moving from St. Louis, is 500 cans of food or $500, whichever comes first.
Okay.
Last time
But you're not going to turn any away if you make
exactly,
that.
Exactly.
Right.
Last time I did this in St. Louis, I actually raised 833 pounds of food, which is about 600 cans of food, and then an extra $500 to that.
That's outstanding. Well, Stephen, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you,
by.
Paul.
Victoria Day is over here, and she's all excited about this too. Then the next night, go over to her Healthy Steps.
I can do that.
And she's going to come and dance at your place tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow we've got Mel Zelenek on our show. Our program directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Eric Stazak. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. If you'd like to watch this on the internet or listen to it again, go to kbia.org, click on Radio Friends, sign up for a free podcast or vodcast.